Hello everybody, it's your boy WEEZYFMAMBA and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys once again so much for being here. We really appreciate it. On today's video, ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing the segment that we have been doing for the last 7 weeks. How to play as family member tutorials in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game. We have gone through the first 7 family members. We are on our final family member, Bones, as of this week. And we are going to showcase how to play as Bones with his best builds in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's a lot of misunderstanding with Bones and a lot of bomb placements that people don't understand or how it works. And so we're going to kind of go in that situation to let you know, considering the tutorial in this game has always been a problem. It's got really poor there's literally no interaction. It's all text. It's outdated text, especially with the newer killers. So we made it upon ourselves to try and make tutorials for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre because Gun refuses to update them. And it's simple as that, man. So we're here for the people. And like I said, we have done the first 7 weeks already. Leatherface, Johnny, Nancy, Sissy, Cook, Hitchhiker, and Hands have already got videos on the channel. So if you are looking to learn how to play as those characters, go ahead and click the videos link and check it out on my channel. But this week we are focusing on Bones, and that is what we are going to do right now. So let's pop on over and start. So how I always, so sorry. How I always do it. Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. You already know. How I always do it is we start with the good old-fashioned build. So we always got to start with the build. So what we're going to do is showcase the best case scenario for his tree. Now, since we don't have to do the blood build any longer, because Bones's attributes have been fixed as of the last patch. We are now doing damage with these gore bombs. Okay, you get a freebie. Gore bombs can be made from empty or full blood buckets without using blood. We move over to improve gore bomb, which is you use a toolbox to turn an unmodified gore bomb into a fragmentation bomb, boosting damage by 50%, and then popping up to thrilled. When a victim is hit by a gore bomb, Bones becomes thrilled for 45 seconds. His stamina consumption is reduced by 50%, and his damage dealt is increased by either 25% against a random or 50% against the victim who was hit by the gore bomb. Okay, his tree kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. These bombs still take too long to blow up, and you know, if people know your spots and locations, then that's kind of how it's gonna work. But anyways, to each their own. Let's go over to the skill tree. First off, you're going to want to start up in the middle here. You're going to grab all your unique perks at the bottom. Make sure you get all your attribute points. First perk and second perk, literally right here. This is insane. You get fired up and feral right off rip. You're going to take a right and come grab big swings. Literally, your god build is right in the damn middle of the first part of the tree. You're going to continue coming up. Make sure you hang a left. The reason why you want to hang a left is because you get more attribute points as well as violent and don't have all day. Then you're going to come up and take a right, because when you go right, you get access to suffocating grip. Then another left, and you're going to pop over to serrated. Okay. Finish up by getting the well or no escape perk up at the top, which allows you to jump down wells. We'll go ahead and we'll talk about that here in just a minute. There's a few things at the moment that is bugged on Bones, and so the actual best build that you want to use on Bones is going to be this build. Right now, currently, big swings, okay? Which then attack damage is increased by 15%, but stamina consumption tied to it attacks is 200% more costly. Right now, on Bones only, the attack damage is increased by 15%, but the stamina consumption tied to it attacks tied to its attacks is 0% more costly, not 200%. For some reason, Big Swings is still busted on Bones. And so here we are. The best build to run with Bones right now is Big Swings serrated and fired up. And you want to bring your savagery to 42 because it's the same as 50 with Big Swings attached to it and serrated. And then you have your 27 endurance, just because who gives a fuck about blood harvesting. You pop on over, and that is going to be your best build. Alongside serrated, which once again is just basically bleed damage for 5 seconds. 1 HP every 5 seconds is taken away. We know how strong serrated is. And fired up. After running out of stamina, there's a 75% less delay before stamina starts regenerating again. Again, this is really, really just a busted combo. It allows you to get his literally max damage with very little downtime. So perfect. Moving over to the actual build that's going to be the best build for him when everything gets fixed. Once Big Swings gets nerfed again, or I guess fixed, right? It will be way too costly for Bones because of his low base endurance. So the best case scenario will be this build when they do patch Big Swings will be 47 TTK, savagery is 50, kind of like Hitchhiker, endurance to 29, pairing it up with serrated and fired up. Fortunately, he doesn't get scout, which is pretty funny that a chaser has the worst chase builds in the game. Isn't that funny? Somebody who is literally able to traverse wells and wall barriers and gaps is the worst at chasing. It's pretty sad, the state that Bones is actually in right now. But anyways, once Big Swings does get fixed, you're going to want to use Feral Serrated, fired up, and putting yourself with 29 endurance. But we do have a couple of troll builds that we want to talk about. This is your max damage build, essentially. If you want to use this build instead of having fired up when Big Swings is fixed, you can also get a violent build going where you don't feed at all and just have literally max savagery with serrated and violent. You're 4-tapping people. This is a 4-tap build. We did test this out in private match multiple weeks ago. A 4-tap, and it's crazy. But again, it's very costly for your stamina. So if you miss shots, you're gonna be hurting. And then we have the ultimate troll build, which is your max endurance build. With the chase perks that literally don't work. But I figured you would use this maybe if you get in a lobby with a bunch of like level 0s or something and you want to switch it up and have some fun. The Bones can traverse barricades, jump down wells, and jump through windows. Boom. This might be a little bit of a fun build to run with max endurance and just really chase them around. But yeah, anyways, that's the builds for Bones. As you guys know, we always started off with a couple of lobby games, just so we can showcase, ridiculous spawn locations for said bones or bombs, the gore bombs, right? Gas station is one that I always like to do. And then if we were to do something like, maybe we do graveyard, maybe we do family house, right? It's always kind of been family house and gas station, and how I do that. So let's go ahead and start with gas station, and we're gonna do the night version. Fuck it, dude. Fuck it. All right. So again, if you are here watching this video and you want to learn how to play all of the other family members as well, we do have all of those videos up on the channel already. Like I said, we started all the way back with Bubba and coming up to Hands through ours, Nancy this week. So you can check them out on the channel. And this is the final family video for the how to play tutorial series. We will have the victims starting next week. Super excited for that. We got a bunch of victims to go through. Perfect. All right, come on. This damn cutscene, man. Where are we spawning at? Chad, I was going to say spawn roulette. We spawning in cook spot here? No, it works fine.
It's go time.
Sick. All right, well, this is pretty simple. Again, I had the really shitty build, by the way. I left the dumb build on. So basically, you know what? Again, remember to use the other build, okay? The big swings build. This is just for trolling. So basically, when you spawn here immediately inside of the generator, the first thing I do as Bones is immediately head out. We don't need to grab blood right now because guess what? Feeding is a cell, okay? So just go. Make sure you always lock your gates behind you. Once again, for your guys' sake, I'm going to go to the other fence to showcase this a little bit easier. If you're playing family and you see this little tiny flap on the lock down, that means it is locked. If you see the latch up like this, that means it's unlocked. If it's completely gone, then that means a victim has picked the lock. Okay, so make sure that it's down so it's locked. Okay, stop leaving your doors unlocked, people. It's crazy. One of the most successful or most popular spawn points for people to be running by, as well as using a lot and sprinting out of, is going to be this spot. Hide this pretty well. I always kind of put it like right here. That way we know if someone is going to hit this spot location when they run by this. Look at that. It's hidden behind this grass pretty well. You really can't see it. If you put it up here, people are going to see it and, like, you know, take off. But again, think of it. If someone is gapping like this, they're not going to sit. They're going to try and like run immediately to this bush or something. You know what I mean? And they're going to trigger this bomb. Okay, so that's where I put the first one. And again, don't forget, because I already did, to craft gore bombs, the pimped out versions with the nails in it. Okay, and then again, the second one will always be on GPA, but the not always on GPA. But if GPA is here, great. The second one is going to be right here. This are the two best spots that I've learned for Bones's gore bombs here, because again, it's well hidden, and especially if they're creeping up and they like see Grandpa, and then they try to go fucking stab him or something, or they creep up and do the good old trick of trying to get out of Grandpa's radius. Even by sprinting past this, like this triggers and blows up. Okay, pretty simple. So we get those two up, and then what do you do as Bones? Well, this map is pretty simple. Again, you probably should never be running Bones ever, because he's just really below average killer. But if you do want to run Bones, and let's say you have a cook who's kind of locked down that side, you just rotate. I mean, this map is pretty easy as family. You just got to rotate your objectives, okay? We all know that the fuse box is inside. You can kind of keep an eye on it through family vision. But I'm rotating left and right battery, or I'm rotating left and right generator, depending on which side the cook or the hitchhiker wants to stay on. It's a little bit even easier if the fuse box is on this wall, but we didn't get the RNG today. And again, that's just basically Bones, really. Like, it's just paying hitchhiker without, you know, god traps, and you're just rotating. I mean, he is, again, fairly slow because he doesn't have scout, but you do have that option to cause some problems. And the one good thing about Bones, again, is with his gore bombs, even if you don't hit somebody with your gore bomb because they're just so bad, it gives you intel, and intel is always key. Okay, intel is always key. Why have I never noticed this giant fucking thing before? Why have I never noticed this? I don't know. Anyways, but just to showcase how bad these perks are, look at how slow this is traversing a gap. It took me that long just to get over one pallet, like, you know what I mean? And if I were to drop down a well, just to showcase, oh wow, Grandpa's not even up, y'all. I forgot. We'll showcase this just in case. See how fast this can go. He out here picking up the blood pretty quick though. I like it. Yeah, dude, that bomb is so hidden right there. It's so good. Let's wake G-Pa up. I should have grabbed blood just for the video's sake. But I didn't. Oh, Grandpa woke up without me having to grab blood. What a dick. Okay, anyway, so what we're gonna do is go down as well and just showcase how slow this perk is. This is a level 3 perk, by the way. Level 3. Okay. Oh, you're chased? Let me go ahead and let me follow. And like running all 3 on this perk on this map is kind of stupid because there's no windows to jump through anyway. So the window perk you're literally wasting on this map. You might want to just get rid of the window perk completely, but just again, if you wanted to have stupid fun on like Family House and fuck around, like that's the case. Anyways, so that's the first map. Let's do the Family House as our second map. We always do 2 maps when we're making these tutorial videos to kind of give you an example of the best place to place your traps. So Family House we'll do next, and I'll make sure to put on the correct build. Again, the Big Swings build is the meta right now. As far as tier list goes for Bones, once again, he's very underwhelming. The balance wasn't there. Yes, the Big Swings build is broken right now, but if you're just using him as a bona fide chaser upstairs, don't be stupid and go in the basement unless you absolutely have to. Again, he's pretty mid. Even with that, it's just sucky when your unique abilities are your problem. And look at the free perks once again. That is the meta essentially on all family members are just universal perks that are, you know, fired up, serrated, like in every build. It's just the same fucking family perks. And so this is where the uniqueness kind of gets put away. Anyways, the reason why this is broken is, as you can see, you can still get 7 swings with Big Swings, and you get 7 swings alone without Big Swings right now. So again, 7 swings with and without Big Swings. That's why that 200% doesn't make sense. Lock your damn doors. Get through the gates. Come on down to the backyard. And once again, the best case scenario is high traffic locations. You always got to remember, where do people like to run a lot? Well, I'll tell you what, they are always running through this gap, through the side, up there, up that. This has a huge radius, okay? And so what you want to kind of do is make sure that you're hiding shit. Well, right here is a great little set. You can actually put a bomb upside down underneath, okay, underneath this cabinet, okay? And with this is a high traffic area for victims to be sprinting. This thing will set off down there, it will set off over there, it will set off through here because the radius is stupidly crazy. There is a massive radius pull of about 3 different locations here. Like I said, this hallway downstairs, it reaches all the way to the end of the back porch and all the way to the side door. This radius is massive. Once again, don't forget to craft your bombs first, like I always forget, because again, I think it's still a sell no matter what. But you want to take advantage of those bombs to be, you know, improved. But this particular spot is just is nasty. It's a great hiding spot. A lot of people don't see. You know, we see the little white dot, but victims don't see that little white dot. You know what I mean? So they're just running by. I think it's another fucking bookshelf, dude. So great spot. That's where I put my first bomb. And then I always think of where's the next set of high traffic area. And again, you got to remember the best high traffic areas are all going to kind of be in this vicinity. There's two places you could put depending on who you feel is like where you get yours in game. And I'm always thinking that it's right here. So there is a really dark, super dark corner right here, as you can see, like this. And people really like this couch. So if they're coming from side garden and they're like sprinting up to this spot, okay, let me get there. This completely is hidden. Okay, I like to put my bomb here. Again, really high traffic area. People always going through the den, etc. But again, there is one more location that people will always guarantee a hit. Essentially, if you don't want to put it there, put it by the window, big dog. Why? Because guess what? Every time on Family House, without further ado, without question, someone's jumping the window, right? And so when they go to do the window jump, they know that they're going to hit that bomb regardless. You can even hide it again if you don't want them to see it. This is where you kind of get tricky. That bomb right there, maybe they don't go for it because they see it blinking, but nobody is seeing this. Nobody is seeing this side, right? When they go to sprint and jump out that window, look at that. So, again, 101, don't put it right in front of the window because they might change directions. But if you put it here, they don't see anything. Them running by that absolutely kills them right there. Fuck that chicken, by the way. So just make big brain plays with bones. That allows you to hide your gore bombs in certain spots. You know what I mean? Like really just good spots. So, and again, on Family House for his rotations, it's pretty simple. You're just going to be rotating where your next family members aren't. The ability to gap, okay, is nice. The ability to go upstairs and protect it is also nice. But Family House is pretty simple. You just guard the doors and guard the back porch and make sure that nobody gets upstairs. I don't have a lot else to say. By the 8th video, I hope you guys have figured out how to play as family. This has been a fun series for me and a necessary series because solo queue family is such a problem that, you know, there isn't a lot of you know, good starting points for you guys. And I hope that my series, my How to Play as Family series, really helped that out. So thank you once again for being here with me through this journey. We are going to be moving on to the the victims next, and I might take a week off from this series and then we'll start with the victims. I don't know yet. But anyways, regardless, it's been a pleasure. Let me know down in the comment section, what do you think about Bones? How do you play him? What builds do you use? And of course, don't forget to drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and turn on your notification bell. That way you guys get notified every time I go live here on YouTube, over on Twitch, and anytime that I bring you brand new Texas Chainsaw Massacre content. I love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.